With Election Day approaching, states are continuing to fight over cleaning up their voter rolls amid a national debate over voter registration. The latest fight comes in Alabama, where state officials announced a plan to remove more than 3,000 registered voters who are believed to be non-citizens. But the Justice Department intervened, saying Alabama had violated a law that prevents systemic work on voter registration lists less than 90 days before an election.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now, and it's time to talk about this absurd case where the federal government has decided to start suing the state of Alabama. Why? Well, because, that's what the federal government likes to do. Suing the state of Alabama because they decided they were going to take non-citizens and inactive voters off the voting rolls. Now, there is no real basis for this lawsuit, but it's great to do right before an election where they can pretend that there's like this massive instance where people are being removed from the ballot, and they'll go to the polls and they'll say, I'm John Smith and I'd like to vote. And the poll workers say, absolutely not. You're an illegal voter and you're not allowed to vote and you're gone and we've removed you from the ballot, which never happens. You know how you know that never happens? Because you've never seen it happen. You've never seen a single instance of MSNBC following around a voter trying to go to the poll and the poll worker saying, sorry, you're not allowed to vote here. It never happens. But here we are again having that conversation. What I like is that our previous Secretary of State in Alabama, John Merrill, and the Secretary of State we have now, Wes Allen, have been pretty proactive on these issues.
While about 95% of eligible Alabamians are registered to vote, Secretary of State Wes Allen is fighting to keep non-U.S. citizens away from the polls.
Philosophically, only American citizens should be voting in our elections. It's state law. It's in our Constitution here in Alabama.
So Allen sought alien ID numbers from the federal government to see if any were trying to vote in Alabama.
We had multiple conversations with the White House. We ran into one roadblock after another roadblock, red tape, bureaucracy.
But after cross-checking data with state agencies, Allen's office found more than 3,200 non-citizens registered in Alabama.
Now, Wes Allen is correct here. This is liberal groups trying to stop him from cleaning up the voting rolls. Now, why do you think that is? We found a bunch of non-citizens who are not supposed to be on the ballot, people who have multiple voting locations where they are registered to vote, and a situation where a simple cleanup of the rolls makes things even more secure. Why do you think they want to stop that? Well, the answer to that is rather simple. If you are against the cleaning up of voter rolls or stopping people who are not eligible to vote from voting, you think you benefit when those people who aren't supposed to vote, vote. It's that simple. And those who want to clean up the rolls think they benefit from cleaning up the rolls. These are politicians, after all. This is what they want to do. So I'll go ahead and go with the people who are doing the right thing, thinking that benefits them, as opposed to the people who are doing the wrong thing because they think that benefits them.